man, between a Super Bowl result that nobody really didn't expect, um, a coaching staff hire for the Eagles, more Carson Wentz drama going on today, and my Mavericks trying to build on a winning streak. Whew, this is a crazy Monday. What is going on, everybody? Lindy End Zone is back with another video. Hope y'all had a good Monday today. I know start of the work week and whatnot that's going on. It's done for me, thank God. Just like anybody. But yeah, let's get into it. I got a lot to get to in a short amount of time, I guess, and I guess we'll start with the result of the Super Bowl. Seeing Tom Brady get his 7th ring. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs. That is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They beat the Chiefs 31-9. Brady had a pretty damn good game, and you know that is tied into the fact that you know it's a cliche sometimes in sports, but defense wins championships, and it was shown on Sunday. Tom Brady played great. He finished the game with a QBR of 82 to Mahomes 50. Patrick was missing 3 offensive linemen. 3 of them came in as either backups or rotational pieces. Yeah, playing with turf toe. He's going to end up getting an off-season operation, yada yada. I mean, it is what it is. He still played. It's not really an excuse, but you know, like I said, it is what it is. He did the best that he was able to do with what he was given. And even with all the weapons that he has, we've seen this before. You know, even with all those weapons, without an offensive line protecting the quarterback, it's a recipe for disaster. But, you know, between Mahomes and Carson Wentz, it's an entirely different wavelength, so we're not going to go down that road, obviously. But, you know, Tom Brady being the greatest ever, he's still doing it at 43. Kudos to him. So, let's get into the Eagles and everything else that's going on. So, we finally found ourselves a running backs coach, and I think his name is Jamal Singleton. Yeah, he's formerly from the University of Kentucky. He was supposed to be their running backs coach, special teams coordinator. For a guy that's 45, he's been around the college ranks and NFL ranks quite a lot. He was an assistant and a running backs coach for the Air Force. He's been to Oklahoma State, Arkansas. He was with the Colts for 2016 to 2017 as the running backs coach. He was also the running backs coach for the Oakland Raiders, now Las Vegas Raiders. So he's got quite a bit of a pedigree that he's coming in with. I mean, there really isn't much to say about this hire, I guess, and kind of like most of the hires until we see what they can do with the roster of the Philadelphia Eagles. It's yet to be seen, and you know it'll go from there. But man, these Carson rumors are getting crazy, I'll tell you. Let me change to a different window here. So it appears that I guess the battle of who wants to be the front runner for Carson Wentz is narrowed down to either the Indianapolis Colts or the Chicago Bears. It's been this way, I think, for the last couple of days, you know, going back and forth. Speculations of the Eagles want a Matthew Stafford type trade package for Carson that I don't think they're going to get. But, you know, as we know, Howie Roseman, he tries to pull as many strings as he can. I mean, you know, we all know how that goes at this point, and especially Eagles Nation came out with a tweet about an hour ago talking about now. Another conflicting report with everything that's been going on how Carson's not a good teammate and he's hard to coach and like he's completely done with the organization, that he just wants to leave, and whatever it is. But maybe we're getting some clarity. According to Eagles Nation, Carson Wentz is on good terms with everyone in the Eagles organization, including Jeffrey Lurie and Nick Sirianni, and has been in contact with both. Okay. However, Wentz is refusing to answer any of Howie Roseman's calls. His issues appear to be solely with Howie. And that's per 97.5, the Fanatic, the station. I mean, it's honestly frustrating at this point that we're getting so many different, mixed signals on the situation, and everybody's just tired of it at this point. Put an end to this madness and that sort of thing. And I mean, this kind of report is, what it's saying is pretty predictable, especially to a lot of the fan base, especially with Howie's track record of drafting players, and this is probably what Carson's most irritated with. We're talking about a guy who wanted to create a quarterback factory last year. He drafts Jalen Hurts in the second round. He misses out on potentially guys like DK Metcalf and whatever, and we can continue and go on and on and on about the same things. But at the end of the day, I think Carson feels that Howie did not do his due diligence as a GM who is in charge of the roster makeup and getting him the type of players that he needs in order to succeed. And he's been dealing with this for I don't know if I want to say over a long period of time, but some of it's justified, some of it is not. As you can see, I'm kind of exhausted talking about it at this point, because it's like we just need some clarity on the situation, and I myself have defended Carson on countless occasions. He was one of the reasons that I paid closer attention to the Eagles instead of being there's casual fans out there that just watch the football game and hope that the team wins, or whether they win or lose or whatever it may be, stuff like that. But when Carson was drafted, and this was after the whole Sam Bradford situation, and I don't want to go through there. I don't want to go through that again. But ever since Carson was drafted, he was one of the reasons that I wanted to pay closer attention to this football team and actually pay attention to the roster, who they're bringing in, the coaching staff, and from that point. And I just didn't think that we'd be at this point this early into Carson's career. I mean, it's still after one bad season. It's basically one bad season that he wants out. It's a shame, but again, a lot of this he put on himself, and for a guy that's that I'm thinking that he's only a year older than me. We're adults here, so. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just hoping for a light at the end of the tunnel for us to have some sense of direction on, where this whole thing is going. And I gotta say that I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Jalen Hurts can do. There's reports out there that it seems that the Eagles are all in on Jalen Hurts being the starter for 2021, and I'm all for it. I mean, this is a quarterback who I believe in some cases is a first round talent. He does have his issues that he needs to work on, and yeah, it's completely understandable. I mean, I get it. Some execs, other teams, scouts, whatever, they had him graded as a third or a fourth round pick, but I've said this in Discord chats and some live call-ins here and there about, it's kind of hard to not resist a Lincoln Riley quarterback, Sooners, I mean, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray. Now you got Jalen Hurts. It was kind of hard to resist, and granted, it still wasn't a good pick by any means, but can't look back to that now. We got to keep pushing forward to the future, and it looks to be for the moment that Jalen Hurts is in our future plans. So let's hope that the organization builds around him properly. Like a lot of people argue that they didn't consistently enough for Carson. So that's all I got with the Eagles. And all right, we'll save the Mavericks for last here. So let me get into this. For my Mavs, this is the game that I'm hoping we build a win streak on. We escaped Golden State with a 2-point victory. A lot of controversial calls in that game. Referees missing dead balls, hitting a stripe out of bounds, whatever it may be. Maxi Cleveland coming up big at the end of the game. Go ahead three-pointer, put us up. And we sealed the deal even through Steph Curry scoring 57, 58 points. I think he was 11 of 19 from three. Some ridiculous number. I know his field goal percentage was pretty damn high. So even through all of that, we escaped with a victory. And, that's the game that should spark. It should spark a win streak. And we play the shorthanded Minnesota Timberwolves tonight. Minnesota is sitting at 6-17. They are 2-10 away from their home court, and we are an 8.5-point favorite. This is a team that is not going to have Karl Anthony Towns. He is still in COVID protocol, and it's a team that's not going to have D'Angelo Russell. So he has a nagging quadriceps issue, and it looks like that he's not going to play tonight. So this is the game. This is the game that Dallas needs to capitalize on, and I damn well hope they do it. For us to be sitting at 10-14, it's ridiculous. Quarter of the way through the season, almost a third of the way through the season, and this is where you are. No, it can't happen. It can't happen. So, what I need for the Mavs to do is to basically put them away early and put them away fast. We know the Mavericks can be very aggressive defensively, and when they want to push it up the court, they can definitely do it. Luka as a playmaker, Porzingis as your big man, tall target, down low. Hence, I said down low. I don't want him outside shooting 9 3-point attempts. Get your big behind down on the block and abuse a Minnesota Timberwolves team that does not have Karl Anthony Towns. So there's really no defensive presence down there for you not to take advantage. So I mean, I'm hoping it's as simple as that. That this team should be able to just continue their win streak to 2 games. There's no reason that it shouldn't happen. I'm going to need a little more scoring out of Dorian Finney-Smith. I like how tenacious he is on defense, but he needs to start scoring the ball. Who else am I thinking of? I'm impressed with Luka in getting a higher free throw percentage. I know he was in the low to mid 70s last year, and he's up to almost 80%. I'm loving it, man. That was one big thing that a lot of us Mavericks fans hoped for a shooting guard at 6'7". You know, you got to knock those down. I mean, on the other side, Malik Beasley, shooting guard. I'm thinking he's about 6'4", 6'5". I didn't look at his measurables, but you know what? Let me do that for a second for comparison, because I want to make sure that I'm legitimate in this, so long as my computer loads, and it's not going to. Nope, it just froze up on me. But anyway, yeah, I mean, we're looking at a guy on the other team. Okay, yeah, I was right. He's 6'4", 196. So you're talking about another shooting guard here who's averaging 86% from the free throw line. That's where we need Luka to be. I don't want to go over the top there, but if I'm generous, I would like to see Luka in the low 80s at the end of the year. I would say I would be happy with 82%, and that's where we need to get him. He's already still averaging almost a triple-double. He still leads the team in every basic category of points, rebounds, and assists. He still leads them. He's averaging 20. It's showing 28, 9, and 10. All-star numbers yet again, and he still has almost no help. I just wanted to change already, but I'm just gonna get on a tangent that I don't need to, and I wanted to keep the video short, but there was a lot to talk about in this Monday, but I'll leave it at that. I have a Mavericks game to watch tonight. They play at 8:30 against Minnesota. So, like I said, I'm hoping that we just take advantage and put them away early, not get too comfortable, and just be efficient. We're talking about the number one statistically rated offense from last year. We're talking about that team. And one of the only differences is a swap between Seth Curry and Josh Richardson. They can get to that point again, but that remains to be seen. But that'll do it for me. Long video, I know, but a lot of topics had to be taken care of. And I will catch you guys later. This has been Lindy End Zone, and I'll see you again.